Hi friends, it's me, Brett. When I want a gentle, nourishing class, I love treating myself to some reclined twists. We're changing it up with the sequence we've been working with today. The beginning will be the same for many of you, but then we're going to come into a deeper back bend and my favorite supine twist. If it's your first time here, you'll do just fine. Let's get on the mat. Come to a comfortable seat. You can have the palms just face up in the lap. Close the eyes, lift the heart. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Close the eyes and just invite in a long, slow, deep breath. Find yourself really sitting here in the sanctuary of your practice. Extending the exhalation, lengthening the inhale. Just taking a moment to iron out your breath. And take your right hand to the floor, the left hand up and over for a nice deep side body stretch. So you can just mirror me. Spin the heart towards the ceiling. Breathe really fully into those top side ribs and the side waist. And then take your left hand all the way behind you, right hand to your knee, and find just a little gentle twist at the other side. And pull and hold the knee. Draw the navel in for support. Good, and then lateral side bend on this side. So left hand down, right arm up and over. Spin heart to ceiling, maybe press down into the left palm that's on the floor. And this time right hand comes all the way behind you, left hand to the knee. Find that little gentle twist. Pull the navel in, lift through the heart, lengthen the back of the neck. Come back to center, interlace the fingers, just make some figure eights, giving some love and nourishment to the wrists before we put some pressure on the hands, and then rock forward into an all fours position. Inhale, open the chest, find your cow pose, and exhale, round, look at your navel, lengthen your tailbone towards the space between your knees. Do this one or two more times. Noticing how different the body is day to day, morning to morning. And then pressing back into a downward facing dog. It's okay if the heels don't touch the ground. You can pedal through the legs, stretching the back of one leg and then the other. Spread the fingers wide, so see pie slices of color between each finger. Work to get the knuckles and the whole palm really actively pressing into the floor. Good, and then step or carry. It's okay if you need to carry it. The right foot forward. Plant the left heel, look down, make sure your front heel is bisecting your back arch, and grow into a triangle pose. You're going to take your right hand onto your right shin and grow the left arm up, rotating your heart towards the ceiling. Enjoying the stretch, and you may need to hold up above the knee, that's fine. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Imagine your feet are like little vacuum cleaners sucking up the mat, so the arches of the feet lift up. You engage through the legs. Good, and then let that left hand pull you all the way up. Turn the toes in, right toes in, left toes out, and set up for your triangle on the second side. So a hand comes to the shin. And again, we'll spend 3 to 5 breaths here. Think of finding length on the underside waist, that left side. Drawing the shoulders down the back. Legs are strong, so lower body is really turning on. Press down through the toes and the heels. Those are your anchor points, sucking up through the arches of the feet. Then the upper body is really soft. You're filling it with breath, spinning chest to ceiling. Beautiful. Come on up, and let's take this into a balancing pose next, our tree. So just walk the feet together, pull the right knee into the chest, and this might be a good place for you to just stay and play with your balance. Otherwise, take the sole of foot onto your ankle, and if that's too much, you can place the toes on the floor in a little kickstand and bring the hands to prayer. So you're going to be here, or some of you, if you have been practicing a long time, you might put the foot above the knee. We're just avoiding the knee joint. Find a focal point, a place to gaze at in front of you. Wherever you are, press that standing leg into your foot and feel your foot kind of nudge back on that standing leg. So you're hugging everything into the midline. 2 more breaths. Pull the knee back into the chest and let it go. If you need to shake it out, that's fine. We'll bring this into the other side. So pull the left knee in. Again, you can play here for a beat or 2. And then foot to ankle or toes on floor. Hands to prayer. And where you have the foot might change. It's changing over the course of the series, I'm sure. So you experiment with different things. Think of the tailbone lengthening and dropping down. Chest lifting, steady gaze. Good, let that go when you need to. Pull the knee in, shake it out, and just come to lie down on your belly. So just lie down. Have the fingertips directly under the shoulders, forehead to the mat. Engage your legs. So you're going to lift your kneecaps up off the ground for our back bend in today's practice. Once the kneecaps are lifted, lengthen your tailbone towards the heels. And then imagine the crown of the head moving forward on your sticky mat. And then lift up into a little cobra. Squeeze the elbows together. And we're just going to hold and breathe here. Dip the chin so the back of the neck is long. You should feel your low back muscles turning on. Might feel a little uncomfortable. You can build up the amount of time that you hold here over the course of the series. Just long, slow, steady breaths. Think of the inner thighs lifting, pinky toes spinning down. If you need to come out of it, just come out and then inhale and come back in. Otherwise, we're doing the static cobra hold to really strengthen the muscles of the low back. These often get overlooked in our yoga practice. Gorgeous. When you're ready, come down, forehead to mat, and just turn over. Once you've rolled over, bend the knees, place the soles of the feet on the floor. Extend your arms, make sure your middle fingers are touching the heels. So if you like, today playing with a deeper version of your bridge. So you can stay with the robot arms that we've been practicing in the series. Otherwise, I want you to interlace your hands best you can underneath your back. And see if you can get the heels of the hands touching. And then from there, press up into your bridge and think of the heart moving backwards towards your face, really pressing the arms and the forearms down into the ground. knees track directly out of the hip socket. So again, imagine squeezing that imaginary block in between your thighs. 3 more breaths here. Good, and then come down, uninterlace the hands, press into the soles of the feet, take your hips up and over just an inch to the right. And then you can either just let your knees fall left or double wrap your legs. So we're doing a little bit of a different variation on the twist. So you choose, and you can try this different ways, different days. And then bring the arms into a T shape. And we're going to do what I call these snow angels. So you're going to reach the right arm up overhead, let it sweep your face. It's like you're trying to draw an arch over your head if your hand had a pen. And then the right hand meets the left, and you're going to journey back. So it's like if you had a pencil, you'd be drawing a rainbow up over your head on the floor. And you're going to move through this on your own pace. And for a lot of you, you may find a really juicy spot that you want to hang out in. Usually around the upper right diagonal of the room, 45 degrees or so, and you can bend the elbow and stay there, or keep playing with the dynamic movement. Just really settle into this twist, release the effort of it, let gravity have you a little bit more. And when you're ready, coming out of this, pressing down into the feet, lifting the hips up, take them 2 inches to the left this time. Knees double wrap or not, and fall to the right. Arms in that T shape, and this time it's the left arm that's going to move, tracing that rainbow shape on the floor above your head, across your face. And again, the fingers don't have to touch the floor. This is just to get you finding this range of motion in the shoulder joint, and then maybe finding a juicy spot at a 45-degree angle where you want to stay, where you want to hang out, where you want to explore. And just breathe into that stretch. If you bend the elbow at any point and hang out in a certain spot, let the elbow be heavy. I think the elbow is heavier than the hand. Relax any effort in the twist. Good, and then press the soles of the feet into the floor again as you come out. Shift the hips back to center, very important. Pull the knees into the chest and find a happy baby, so holding either the outside of the feet or the inner thighs. We'll just take a few deep breaths here. Give the knees a final squeeze. And then let the legs extend long into shavasana. Let's practice some silence and stillness here. Love and blessings to you. From my heart to yours. Namaste. I hope you feel nourished after this Hatha flow. Reminder, if you're new here, that this class is part of a 40-day all styles of yoga fusion challenge I'm hosting on YouTube. So feel free to start at day 1 whenever you're ready. Sending so much love.